week, so head coach Jahlil Christian has really had to juggle a lot of things.
Yeah, it's tough, man. It's a great opportunity. Guys are getting called up a lot, which is what you want. Obviously, people are sick in the NBA and in the protocol. Some guys are getting injured, and the scouts are here, Kevin. There's a lot of people here. Every team has a scout here. Some of the GMs are here as well. So if you play really well, and they see what they like, you might be the next one to get a call.
The RGV Vipers lost the Showcase Cup quarterfinal matchup against Oklahoma City in overtime. And Maine wins the tip. Kevin Anna, Carlos Boozer, and KJ Smith on sidelines with you here on NBA TV. Here's Clemens, a former Houston Rocket, the NBA affiliate of the RGV Vipers. Page, late clock. And the rebound to Vital.
Yeah, I really enjoyed watching Vital the other day, man. Came in, put his body out there, got a bunch of charges, hustled, got some loose balls, some steals, and got some buckets as well.
A really physical defender, like you mentioned, Carlos. Played 4 years at UConn. Here's Trey Mitchell, who bangs in a three. This guy had a double-double to secure RGV spot in the Showcase Cup quarterfinals in their last game pre-Vegas. Kenny Wooten, one dribble and gets fouled.
Great pass right there by Page. He's getting a lot of attention. Gets the ball to Wooten. Wooten is a high riser, very, very good shot blocker.
Big time athlete, and I think the development point with him, he's got all the tools on defense. You mentioned the shot blocking. He's 6th in the G League in blocks. The offense needs to come around. Hasn't attempted a shot outside 8 feet this year.
Yeah, I mean, that's the reason why these guys are here, to kind of sharpen up their tools. All these guys got a nice little skill set in their toolbox. They're here to get better and improve, and I think he's definitely doing that as he knocks down that free throw.
I mean, Carlos, you had a nice outside touch. How tough is that to develop kind of as a big man who you're used to dominating down low?
Yeah, I mean, it's something my dad taught me real early. Be able to be versatile, no matter how tall I was, 6'9" or whatever. Being able to do more than one thing well. So I spent a lot of hours in the gym, and I'll be honest with you, with the listeners out there, especially the young kids, the next generation, the magic is always going to be in the work, guys.
That's for sure. Got to put in your 10,000 hours. Page. Inside the elbow, a little strong. Vital, a corner three.
Clemens, another guy that can get buckets in a hurry. He's obviously trying to set his teammates up now, but ooh, I like that. Got a sweet stroke right there. He's actually from Cape Cod, been a Celtics fan his whole life.
That is Eric Demers. Played D3 ball at Gordon College. Averaged more than 32 points per game his senior year.
Yeah, he's a bucket getter, man. Did a good job the other night knocking down jump shots, too.
Making his 5th start of the season, Demers. Go inside to Wooten. Trying to develop his offensive game. Nice back to the basket move there.
Yeah, good job. Did a good job of sealing his man. Had the height advantage and just jumped up with a nice little baby hook shot.
Here's Dacian Nix, lost the handle there. And take another look at Eric Demers on the catch and shoot.
Yeah, Clemens finds him. Demers coming right into a sweet stroke. You see it right there. Holds his follow through. Knockdown.
Eric Demers put up more than 13 threes a game his last year in college. That's Steph Curry-esque.
It is. It really is. That's the new NBA. That's the new style of basketball. Guys that can shoot like Clemens right there are getting them up.
And Chris Clemens with the three there. He can shoot some deep threes.
Yeah, strong guard, can do a lot of things, man. Sets his teammates up and also can get buckets.
Here's Foster on the drive. A nice finish going baseline for Marcus Foster out of Creighton.
Yeah, good move right there. Strong to the baseline, tough finish, real athletic guard.
Celtics by 3. The artist formerly known as the Maine Red Claws, their first year going by the Celtics. An offensive rebound for Wooten. Clemens in and out. Jahlil Tripp on the follow.
I always love a guard or a wing that doesn't mind crashing the glass, and he gets rewarded right there as his effort show pays off.
Well, he is one of those replacement players, as the Maine Celtics have had a lot of guys get called up to the NBA. There's a corner three for Foster, and that's a quick hook. Timeout from head coach Jahlil Christian of Maine. And here's Foster going baseline on Demers, getting the Vipers within 2.
Am I on next?
Okay, cool.
Oklahoma City Blue 50, Motor City Cruise 46.
Welcome back inside the Mandalay Bay Convention Center. Maine leading RGV by 2. Let's send it to the third member of our broadcast crew, KJ Smith.
Guys, the Maine Celtics had an 11-2 record going into this showcase, but right now only a few players that are on that team are still here. I talked to Eric Demers before the game started, and he said, look, it's been a crazy time. In the last 36 hours, we've had 5 guys get called up into the NBA. But there's positive and negatives. He said, look, you know, we get more playing time and more time to showcase our talent in front of these NBA scouts and GMs. Guys?
Thank you, KJ. And really, Carlos, that's the name of the game in the G League. One guy gets called up, next man up.
Yeah, next man up, man. Somebody gets called up, it's great for them, but you get another opportunity for you to go out there and show your skills and your ability and how you can be maybe the next guy that gets called up.
Dacian Nix bringing it across the timeline. So guys that got called up, Luke Cornett going to Cleveland, Theo Pinson to Dallas. There are reports that Juwan Morgan has gotten called up to the Toronto Raptors. That is not official yet, but those reports are out there. So they have lost a lot of good players, not to mention Ryan Arcidiacono, who played in the NBA, is hurt right now. Broderick Thomas on a 2-way contract, pulled up to Boston. He went into health and safety protocols. So there's like your top 5 guys no longer with the team.
And they're still battling. I mean, that hurts your chemistry a little bit. Guys are used to playing with one another, but at the same time, the bigger picture, guys are getting called up. The opportunities are there. If they see you doing something that they like that can help their roster, which is a situation that all these guys are in. They all want to be playing at the next level for an NBA team. As you see, Foster getting busy and checking the rims out.
He missed the free throw, got his own miss, and then hammered it home. And we are all square at 12. Clemens, his second 3 of the game.
Yeah, Chris is definitely cooking up right now. That's a deep 3 right there with a hand right in his face.
And that's what Wooten does best, but he gets called for the foul.
Oh, I thought that was a good block. I'm for the big man. Did a good job of getting over there and protecting the rim right there. But the rest all foul, so Vital will shoot some free throws.
Carlos, it looked good to me up top, maybe some body.
Yeah, could have been some contact down low. Did a good job of blocking the shot, but that's how it goes. A shot blocker goes every time. Sometimes you're going to get it, sometimes you're not. But if I'm on his team, I love the fact that he's back there giving the effort.
He did get a momentary call-up to the New York Knicks on a 2-way. Did not play in an NBA regular season game, but has been impressive in spurts in the G League. Wooten as the free throw goes in.
Looks like the Vipers are in a little bit of a zone right now.
Page couldn't bust it.
Switching up their defense a little bit, giving Maine a couple different looks.
You'll see that off-made free throws from time to time as Dacian Nix rims out a triple. Page. All alone, and he makes him pay.
Listen, he's going to shoot him up. He's a volume shooter. He missed the first couple, but if he gets some daylight, he can do that right there. 39 in his last game.
On 33 attempts and 29 the game before, averaging 16 a game. Second year with Maine. Finished up his collegiate career at West Virginia. Page nearly got stuck there. 1 to shoot. And Clemens heaves one up. Got it on the rim. Foster, second attempt. He'll go back to the line.
Foster being really aggressive. I love that outlet pass from Nix right there. Got by Callen in the open court. One-on-one with the defender, just couldn't get to go. But then here you go, Foster showing the extra effort, being rewarded, going back to the free throw line.
So Foster to shoot a 2-point free throw. I'm sure you've been asked this a few times this week, but I got to get your opinion on the G League free throw rule. Do you like it? One free throw for 1, 2, or 3 points in the first 46 minutes?
It's different, man. So just for you listeners out there, if you haven't caught on, in the first part of the game until the last 2 minutes, I believe, in the fourth quarter, if you get fouled, you get one free throw to knock down the 2 points or one free throw to knock down the 3 points. It's interesting. I like shooting both my free throws because as a big man, you get a chance to get your rhythm back. And if you're having an off night, you see the ball go in a couple times. Next thing you know, you get going a little bit. But it is a cool rule change.
It does cut off like 5 to 6 minutes of game time. It's something that they have been experimenting with in the G League for the 3rd season now. Tripp on the take with the left hand and a foul.
Great job. Great move. Crossover right there. Did a good job of embracing the contact and focusing with the finish.
Fouls on number 33, Marvin Smith.
He knew the contact was coming.
Second team foul.
Good left hand, too.
He is a righty, so
Jahlil Tripp shoots 1.
nice use of his offhand. WCC Defensive Player of the Year in 2020 at Pacific. Lane violation on Foster.
Lane violation for the Vipers. One additional
A little
foul.
too aggressive. It's like when you're watching a football game and one of the linemen come across the line early.
Yeah, so Foster, who's on the perimeter, he came inside the 3-point line a little too early. And I guess sometimes, Booze, those guys get caught cheating a little bit, trying to get there and try to time a missed free throw.
Yep, absolutely, man. But I like his activity, man. Foster's been very active early on in this first quarter.
Averaging close to 12 points per game. Nickname, Swaggy. As Tripp hits the 1-point free throw to complete the 3-point play. It's Smith the 3. It's Marvin Smith Jr. Posting up Danny Pippen, no relation to Scotty. Goes over left shoulder, no.
Great D right there by Foster, just staying big, making him take a tough fall away.
Lil Whitney well long on the 3. Yeah, didn't let him get posted up too close to the basket.
Yeah, I mean, us big guys, we love seeing a mismatch. He did a good job of being strong and low with his base.
That'll be an offensive foul on Jay-Sean Page as Marcus Foster took a slap to the eyes.
Offensive foul number 5.
Yeah, that's the new thing right now. But there's so many good defenders out there that can block shots. Sometimes these offensive players, as you see Page drive to the basket right here, use the off arm to clear out some space. Good call by the referee right there.
Do you have to deal with that much in the NBA?
Unfortunately, I think I was the guy doing a lot of the clearing out. I got those calls a lot when I was playing.
Jamond Ivey sets up a wide open Marvin Smith Jr. Demers in the corner. Nix in transition. Taking on the defense. Split them all, going 1-on-4, but missed the layup.
Really good move right there. Just left it a little bit short, though. I like the move.
Demers hits the 3 off the feed from Asante Gist.
Yeah, he's a real knockdown, man. Give him a little bit of space. That's all he needs to get his shot up. And you see right there knocking down his second 3 early in this first quarter. And the Celtics have a 10-point lead.
On the heels of a 12-2 run, the second 3 of the game for Eric Demers has the Celtics up by 10. The Vipers are down by 10, but one guy who has been playing well for them is Marcus Foster with 7 points and 3 rebounds.
Yeah, man, been really aggressive. You see him with the drive to the basket there, gets the layup to start the game off. See him with this corner shot right here. Just doing a good job of being aggressive and trying to help his team win. You see him with the missed free throw, sticks with the play and gets the bang, bang.
You gotta love it. As Foster has gotten off to a good start. Can't say the same about his team, which is shooting just 33% overall. And, you know, you're playing amongst all these scouts and execs from all these NBA teams. How nerve-wracking could that be for a player who's trying to make a name for himself?
Yeah, it can be. You know, if you're not used to playing in front of big crowds or playing in front of people that have, you know, a direct impact on your future, but that comes with the territory. You know, you can't get to the NBA by accident. You know, these guys, every team has a ton of scouts. They do a great job of having advanced scouts, so they know all about you before you get to the next level.
Trying to post up Pippen, and Brian Cameron into the game. Gets the steal for RGV. Vital stripped by Pippen. Just to follow up on that, Carlos, when you were in high school and you were trying to get recruited, or when you were at Duke trying to up your draft stock and you knew big names were going to be in the building, was there something you did to kind of settle yourself down?
No, I mean, honestly, I just played, man, to be honest with you. I got nervous a bunch of times too, but I got used to it. I had scouts at my games pretty early in life, at 13, 14 years old. So by the time I was in high school, I was used to having pro guys at my games, and, you know, seeing Coach K and Roy Williams and Jim Boeheim and all these guys, Steve Lavin at my games, got kind of regular. But there is a point in time where the first couple times it happens, you're kind of nervous. You're like, oh my God. And you may not have your best game, but at some point, you stop thinking about the people outside the court. You start thinking about the people inside the lines, because you start getting competitive. So I always wanted to outplay my opponent, and that's what I always settled into.
Trey Mitchell is at the line, a second-year Viper. Played in the bubble with them last year in Orlando. Has upped his averages from 1.3 points and 1.4 rebounds to 5.6 points and 4.8 rebounds. And RGV has done a nice job of developing guys, as I believe a technical has just been called.
Yeah, I think you're right. I don't know who was on yet.
They haven't put it up on the live stats yet. There was a foul on Jayshawn Page. And for Jayshawn Page, that was his third personal.
In the first quarter?
In the first quarter. And for a team that has 8 available guys, and that your leading scorer is halfway to a DQ, that is not a good thing.
Yeah, that's okay, though. I mean, he must have been really aggressive. They do only have 3 subs over there. I think he's a guy that can play with 3 fouls. I don't see him being hacked the rest of the game, and he'll be very conscious of it, as he's more of a veteran guy here in the G League.
Khalil Whitney on the take. He gets fouled, and he'll get a 2-point free throw coming up.
But we should mark that down, because if we see the Vipers making a little run right now with one of their best players out, that could be a main contributor to it.
It was 24-14 with 3:26 to go in the first quarter when Jayshawn Page picked up his third personal. We'll make a mental note of that. Khalil Whitney, former McDonald's All-American, high school teammate of Naz Reid of the Minnesota Timberwolves. Clemens, a Campbell Camel. There's Gist.
He did a really good job last game doing the same thing, coming in, having defensive presence, and then getting to that mid-range the last game I saw him play.
So Asante with the bucket there, played at Iona. And there's Ivy with the finish.
Very good move right there. Did another job of taking the contact and finishing. Might have been an and one. Maybe next time.
We play on. Ivy played last year in Luxembourg. Really enjoyed the country over there. Said it was a really good league to play in. Late clock for Clemens. Falling away. Tough shot. Well contested, but the follow there for Ryan Daly.
Great job right there, watching the flight of the ball, not giving up on it and getting the putback.
Daly, another one of those replacement players who just signed with the Red Claws. He was actually picked up by them yesterday. This is his first game, Daly.
Yeah, that's the thing about the pool. Maybe you can give our listeners how it works, but you may get called up the same day because someone else got called up to the actual NBA. So you got to stay ready. There's a little pool of players that have already been, I believe they've already been pre-approved with the protocol process, and they're just waiting for one of these G League teams that might need them.
You're right, Carlos. So players don't sign with a team, they sign into the G League if they are an NBA free agent. And so you sign with the league, that puts you into the player pool, and then you could be picked up from there. And we've seen a lot of that this week with guys getting called up. There have been 20-plus call-ups already from the G League to the NBA this year. A lot of them happening with the Maine Celtics. Deep three for Asante Gist. Daly, catch and shoot. In transition, Cameron lays it up and in. Brian Cameron playing his first game with the Vipers.
Great job running the court hard right there. Another guy that just got called up. Mitchell did a good job of finding him on the break, and he got that nice layup.
Take another look at this Cameron finish. Through a little physicality.
Absolutely. I mean, that's part of it. You're playing against grown men out there. Everybody's trying to get called up.
But timeout taken by Maine. We'll keep it here. What have you noticed from these teams in the first 10.5 minutes, Carlos?
Yeah, they're scrappy, man. A lot of shots are going up. Could be some heavy legs if they've been here all week playing. We're seeing more misses than makes early on, but guys are going for the second shots, getting rebounds and going after it. They're competing. You can tell that. They want this really bad. They're trying to help their team win at the same time. There's a lot of pressure on each shot right now. You got to settle into the game. It's like a boxing match. Everybody's going out there trying to, see their opponent out, feel their opponent out, and then once they settle in, we'll probably see the shots going down more.
Well, we just saw a bucket from Brian Cameron, and KJ Smith has more on Cameron.
Guys, Brian Cameron, who just scored, played with the Memphis Hustle yesterday. He's a player pool guy, and I got some insight on him before the game of what the player pool is like. And he said, I got here, and I was just doing shooting workouts with the other player pool guys. I had no idea what team I was going to be signed to. Yesterday morning, I found out I was going to play with the Hustle, and this morning I found out I was going to play with the Vipers. But it's been fun and an electric experience here in the G League, and he loves showcasing his talent.
Just another day in the G as Cameron right on cue with the three.
Yeah, came right in after that nice alley-oop pass from Clemens to Wooten. Comes right in, gets right off the pick and roll and gets that sweet three. Got a nice touch. Nice beard, too.
Yeah. Strong beard game for sure. As Asante Gist hits the three. Cameron played his college ball at Wesley College, another D3 prospect. Vital on the drive to the hoop. Oh, bad pass, and Cameron takes it away. He's going to test Wooten. What a finish, going second side with the offhand.
Now you see it, now you don't. Great finish right there.
Like, Kenny Wooten is a prime-time shot blocker, and he took him to church there. Shot and game nearly identical for the Celtics. Clemens with Whitney sticking him to beat the buzzer. He thought he was fouled. And there is some discussion. They're going to take a look at it. Do you think it was a foul, Carlos?
A lot of contact on that last shot. Did a good job of getting the defender off balance. I believe that was Ivy. Clemens did a good job with a side step, and I believe he definitely got hit a little bit. It might have been after the clock. I'm not sure. That's what the referees are checking out right now.
They're going to see when the foul occurred. Very well could put some more time back on the clock. Our officials today, we should mention Claire Aubrey, Matt Rafferty, and Christina Esparza. See Aubrey and Rafferty looking at the monitor right now with Esparza in the background. All right, here it is.
Ooh, yeah, a little bit. He got that hip into him at the very end right there as the clock expired.
One of those landing space fouls.
A landing space, exactly. I believe the shooter has the right to land in the same spot that he came down in. And I believe Ivy's, is that Ivy? Who's guarding him?
That's Khalil Whitney.
Whitney's momentum kind of carried him into Clemens. So let's see what the referees decide here. Definitely got it off in time.
Yeah. I'd say maybe 0.1, 0.2 when made hip to leg contact. And that's one of those things, player safety has always been paramount in the NBA. And you kind of think about the Kawhi Leonard, Zaza Pachulia play back in 2017 in the Western Conference Finals. And I like this rule that they have. Make sure that you don't have any turned ankles or more turned ankles than you could.
Yeah, they're trying to protect the players, man, which is the right call. You know, you see it right now. They just added 0.3 back on the clock. And they did call the foul.
Yeah, that's a tough foul for Khalil Whitney. Trying to earn some more time, averaging 9 minutes a game. And give up a 3-point free throw to Chris Clemens. 5'9" with a 44-inch vert, Chris Clemens.
Yeah, he's got some bounce. I've seen him get some mean rebounds in the other game.
He can sky.
Chris Clemens at the line for the Celtics, shooting 1 for 3.
A 3,200-point score at Campbell hits the 3-point free throw. And that shot did not get off in time. Almost went in for Vital. That will take us to the end of the first quarter. So despite having just 8 players, a great start for the Celtics, leading RTV 36-26 at the G League Winter Showcase, presented by AT&T. It's a 26 lead over the Rio Grande Valley Vipers at the NBA G League Winter Showcase, presented by AT&T. Kevin Dana, Carlos Boozer, KJ Smith on sideline duties as RTV starts the second quarter with possession.
Yeah, let's see if the Vipers can make a little bit of a run now as they're down by 10 to start this second quarter. See if they can get off to a good start. You see Smith Jr. with the shot right there. Mitchell with the offensive rebound.
Well, that was a good play design. You got a wide open 3. The execution not quite there with the mid shot. Vital with a wide open 3.
Yeah, they're getting some good looks.
And there's another 3. Third time not a charm for a team that used to go by Trio Grand Valley. They were really the first team to lead the three-point revolution in the G League. Their goal used to be 50 three-point attempts a game. And they already have 14 three-point attempts in this one.
Yeah, they're getting them up.
Demers. No good. And kind of at the tail end of your NBA career is when we started to see the three-point revolution. What has it been like for you to watch the three-point game evolve?
Yeah, it's pretty interesting, man. You see big guys that can do what guards can do now. You see guards being able to do what some big guys can do. You know, when I was ending my career in the NBA, Golden State had really taken over the league at that time. They were very dominant. And more guys were shooting threes. When I got in the NBA in 2002, everybody would ask me, how many dunks did you have? Now, how many threes did you have?
Exactly.
So the game has evolved a great deal to the great beyond.
I mean, you were a great mid-range player, obviously great back to the basket. Did you feel pressure to expand your range?
I didn't, but I mean, if I was still playing today, I definitely would have practiced more threes and gotten a better touch.
Cameron kind of lost his footing. He gets spilled to the deck. He'll get a 2-point free throw here.
I love how he just got called up, being real aggressive, quick sweep, now shooting free throws.
It's been a heck of a start for Brian Cameron. 7 points in the first quarter. He played just 4.5 minutes. For a guy who joined the team this morning. KJ Smith with a great story on Cameron earlier, if you missed it in the broadcast, as he hits the 2-point free throw, and he's up to 9, the lead down to 8.
Yeah, he's a great example of maximizing your opportunity. Got called up, gets thrown into the game. He's played about 5-6 minutes now, and he's got 9 points already, maximizing his opportunity.
Mitchell with the rebound. Here's Dacian Nix rumbling inside. Such a strong guard, and he finishes through physicality.
Love that move. Got the ball on the run right there, right to the basket. Nice little Euro. Came back with the right-hand finish. You see it right here. Big guard, but used his speed and quickness and skill to get it right past the shot blocker.
What do you think the next step is for your fellow Alaskan Dacian Nix?
Yeah, just keep playing. I mean, obviously experience is always key. He's got a great skill set to him, can shoot, can pass, can defend, got a big, strong body. You know, you just want to keep developing those same skills. And, you know, iron sharpens iron, so he's here getting better with learning from a lot of good point guards as well.
Vipers with the first 5 of the second quarter, and Ryan Daly rails in a corner triple. High dribble there from Nix. Has it ripped away by Clemens, and a foul at midcourt called on Brian Cameron.
Second personal in the first team foul. Number 5, Jason Page returns for the Celtics.
Defense there from Chris Clemens,
For Ryan Daly.
forcing the turnover. Clemens averaged more than a steal and a half a couple of years ago with RGV. So playing against his former team when he was on a two-way with Houston and the Vipers. Page to the hoop. Nice play design there.
Great job right there. Quick curl. Page back in the game with those 3 fouls. Something to keep an eye on, but good finish right there.
That is off the leg of a Celtic. Wooten and Demers there defensively. It'll stay with RGV. Led by head coach Mahmoud Abdel Fattah. You can see him with his back to the screen a little bit. The first Palestinian-American head coach in G League history in his 3rd season.
Doing a great job, man. Had these guys ripping and running.
Very positive coach. Knows the game well as Dacian Nix hits the corner 3.
Nice looking touch right there. You see him earlier going to the basket with a nice finish. Got the and one. And right there with a corner pocket 3.
He's really improved his three-point shot. Last year with Ignite, just 18%. 32% this year with the Vipers. Mitchell pushing. Here's Ivy. Just blows past Clemens, but missed the open layup. Smith the corner 3, no. Clemens working on Nix. He'll fire a deep one. Contested. Probably could have worked for a better shot there.
Yeah, Vipers are on a comeback right now. They've been down. They were down by 10 early. They're down by 7 now. You see them making some moves and some strides. It's a good finish right there by Smith Jr.
A UNC Greensboro product showing off the left hand. Clemens falling away, stripes it.
Doing a good job getting to his spots right there as he has 11 points early in this game.
Guy who averages a little more than 15 a game. There's an air ball. The Vipers just 4 of 17 from downtown. Clemens attacking again. Runs it up short. Foster, a nice take to the hoop, but didn't get the roll. Wooten from the foul line, his first attempt from beyond 8 feet this year doesn't go. Game getting a little ragged.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's in that space where, you know, when you go to a showcase and, you know, it's your last game of the tournament, everybody's kind of playing for self right now. The ball's not really hopping around like it was earlier in the week, so guys are starting to look a little bit more for their own shot. And we're seeing some of that basketball right now.
And that's the tough thing for these G League head coaches, trying to balance winning versus having players being able to showcase their skill set.
Yeah, that's the balance, right? You want guys to be able to do their thing and be aggressive. And a coach's job is you want to put your players in the best position so they can have success. So they have to find that balance, and we're in that stage in the game right now where guys are trying to find their own shot a little bit more than playing team basketball. Good defense right there by Nix.
And Nix almost getting the steal. Whitney's there. And it will be RGV basketball as Pippen trapped it with his legs. There's Mahmoud Abdel Fattah, was an assistant with the Vipers when they won the G League title in 2019. A team that had Gary Payton II, who's now with the Golden State Warriors. Doing a nice job for them.
Yeah, Kevin, I was going to say, I know a lot of these guys think they got to score a bunch of points to get called up, but Gary Payton Jr. was one of the best defensive players in the G League, diving for loose balls when they were up by 20, doing the extra stuff, getting charges, I think he might even led the G League in steals that season. So scouts are looking for guys that can come and add to what they already have.
Gary Payton II, the reigning G League Defensive Player of the Year, to your point, Carlos. And yeah, it's not about just scoring 30 points a game. It's about doing the little things and the defensive things. Whitney got a 3, then a run-out dunk, and Carlos, it is a 2-point game.
We got a ball game, guys.
Well, the Celtics were up 10 to start the second quarter. RGV getting out on the break off the steal, and Khalil Whitney throwing it down. The NBA G League is the world's most greatness in the making, the most graduated and the most groundbreaking league. Visit gleague.nba.com to get in on the action and find games in your area. We're about at the midpoint of the second quarter, and the Vipers cutting the deficit down to a deuce after 5 straight from Khalil Whitney.
Yeah, these are doing a great job defensively. You see they're being aggressive, they're attacking, they're getting more deflections, they're being more active, and honestly, they're doing a good job defensively, and that's got them out into transition and getting to their offense started.
Jayshawn Page, a corner 3 is short. Good ball movement here. Here comes Jason Nix to the rim.
That was beautiful right there. Set him up with the pump fake. Remember earlier, he hit the 3 in the corner. They respect his jump shot, hard closeout, quick drive to the basket, and 2 hands for safety.
We are all tied up. Knicks with 8 now. Clemens on the pull-up. Chance for RGV to go in front now. Dribbles into a 3. It's Foster railing one home.
Foster continuing his hot start right there with the pull-up 3. Got the Vipers all the way back to a 3-point lead.
He's in double figures with 10. Vipers playing some inspired basketball right now.
Yeah, doing a great job. Their defense is creating their offense. You see Knicks right here with the baseline drive. Strong finish at the rim. And then you see Foster coming up. Nobody really putting pressure on him. He pulled up to a nice rhythm jump shot. Got their team up by 3.
Clemens driving, lost his footing, and a foul called on Foster.
Viper foul number 17, Marcus Foster.
So that'll be his first.
Personal second team foul.
Distal throw it in. Here's Page to the rim with the left hand.
Good move right there, just a little strong on the finish.
Page, 5 points today after putting up 39 a couple days back. Vital with the layup. And the Vipers extend the lead to 5, their largest edge of the contest.
Yeah, doing a great job of running the court hard right there. Vital rewarded. Nice layup at the bucket.
It's a little 14-2 burst here for RGV. Chris Clemens wants it to count, and it will.
Yeah, good one-on-one move right there. As you see Patel running the court hard. Kids out there, run the court hard. You will get rewarded when you got a passing guard ahead of you.
Good transition offense there from the Vipers as Clemens will try to complete the three-point play there. Vital with that layup. Now with 4 points and 3 assists. Knicks on the drive. 5 to shoot for RGV. Contested 3 is short. Page attacking the closeout of Cameron, gets into the paint and can't put it home.
Yeah, after 39 points in his last game, getting a lot of attention today, may have to be kind of a decoy and set his teammates up a little bit more.
Well, if you're Jayshawn Page, you do know that you need to put the biscuit in the basket because you only have 8 guys, but you're 2 for 10. Do you change your mindset? You kind of stay attacking?
I'll be honest, man. Him having a tough shoot night, they're only down by 2. If I was him, I would continue to do what he's doing, but try to set his teammates up, be a decoy, draw the defense in, kick out to some of his shooters like Clemens, who's having a much better shoot night than he is.
Clemens with 14 points to lead the Celtics short there. Vital on the Euro step, no. Taps up and Tripp clears it for the Celtics.
Let's see if they can get Demers a shot here as well. Demers been a really good sharp shooter for their team. See if they can get him off them.
It'll be an offensive foul instead. Couldn't get it to their sharp shooters. 2 for 4 from downtown, and the Vipers will get it back.
Yeah, good job just using his body, getting in his way. And it goes in his favor right there. He's doing a great job just being called up early this morning.
Yeah, how about this? The Brian Cameron story, a D3 kid. Didn't know who he was going to play for this morning. Finds out it's the Vipers, and he's got 9 points off the bench already.
Making a huge impact, and he's one of the reasons why they got back in this game to have a 2-point lead right now.
That's 7 points in the first quarter to keep them afloat. Lost his footing there. We got a foul on Maine. It'll be on Jahlil Tripp.
Celtic foul number 11, Jahlil Tripp. His third personal, 13 foul.
So here's Foster to throw it in. Pick and roll, Whitney to Smith. It did look like Demers got the rim.
Yeah, I thought that might have been goaltending just because he touched the basket while the shot was going up, but the refs just missed it.
We play on. Clemens, nice drive and dish into the corner for Tripp. And a loose ball foul on the Celtics. That'll take us to a timeout. 2:56 to go in the first half. RGV has come back from 10 down to take the lead on Maine. Latter stages second quarter. The Vipers with a 2-point lead on Maine, 48-46. Neither team shooting it all that well. 41% for the Snakes and 38% for the Celtics. Jahlil Page, a guy who's coming off a heater of a game, 39 points in a loss to Motor City. Just 2 for 10 in this one thus far for 5 points.
Yeah, they're doing a good. Listen, you get everybody's attention when you almost throw up 40.
Yeah.
In your last game, so a lot of attention on him. He's obviously a well-known scorer, as you see. Wooten with the steal right there, getting right back to Page. On cue with the 3.
Maybe that could get him going. It's his second made 3 of the game. He's 2 for 5 from downtown, and the Celtics go back in front.
Listen, it only takes one shot, man. I've been there before where I've struggled and shot 2 for 10 or maybe 5 for 20 actually, and got one shot to go in. Next thing I know, I ran off the next 5 or 6 shots. So good job right there by Page, as you see him right here, get the 3 and then get the bang, bang at the rim.
So 2 straight buckets for Jahlil Page, and just like that, he's in double figures.
Doing a good job. That's great mental toughness. You can miss 10 shots, and if you got the mental toughness to keep going, you can have some success. There's a lot of basketball left in this game.
Now, what's the key to shooting through his slump and getting yourself on the other side of it, Carlos?
Just believe in yourself. You know, all the hard work, the extra hours you put in at the gym, as you see Clemens right here with the nice pass and the nice left-hand finish. But I just believe, like, you got to believe in yourself and trust all the hours, trust that work that I talked about earlier. The magic is in the work. If you put the work in, you know, you can shoot through a slump because you know you put the time in, and your teammates will also believe in you.
7 straight for the Celtics out of the timeout. And there's Marvin Smith Jr. banging inside.
Good job using his size and getting that nice layup. Man, Maine came out of that timeout roaring as they took a 3-point lead right now with about 1:20 to go.
4 points for Smith on 2 of 7. Make it 2 of 8. Pull up for Jahlil Page. That one off. Foster off the Euro. Here's Cameron on a strong take and finish.
Another great job of taking the contact, hanging for a little bit, and putting it in.
11 points for Brian Cameron off the bench in 11 minutes. Clemens on the lob, the finish for Wooten.
Great job reading that pick and roll, being patient, throwing it up so only Wooten could get it.
Take advantage of your vertical spacer there, Kenny Wooten. Blocked by Wooten. The follow there, though, for Foster.
Great job by Wooten going. I can't believe he got a piece of that ball. Real athletic, and Foster following the play, not giving up on it.
Did you think that was on the way down?
It was pretty close, but he got up there for that one.
Again, that guy can sky. They're going to post him up. And a foul.
Ooh, it's pretty. He was about a whole foot or so above the rim on that one. Pretty close.
Well, they got the 2 points either way. First foul in the last 2 on RGVs. That does take the shot clock out of the equation, though, so Maine can hold for 1 here. It was like a 6-second differential. Clemens guarded by Trey Mitchell. Creates the separation. Deep 3 is short, and that will take us to halftime. 55-54. Maine with the 1-point lead, ending the half on a nice little burst to reclaim the edge from the Vipers and Dacian Nix. The lob for Kenny Wooten has Maine in front. Maine leading by 1 as we get ready to start the second half. Let's send it to the third member of our broadcast crew, KJ Smith.
Guys, I talked to Coach Mahmoud of the Vipers right after halftime, and I told him, look, Brian Cameron, he has 11 points. You guys signed him this morning. Did you know anything about him before you signed him? And he said, look, I knew he was a person, and that's just about it.
He knew he existed, huh?
And that's the nature of this league. That's a heck of a quote that KJ got there from Coach Mahmoud Abdul Fattah, thank you, KJ. I knew he was a person. And that person's been playing pretty well as Foster's a little off on a three. Mitchell the offensive rebound. Demers the steal.
But that's an interesting point, though. You got guys that are getting called up to the NBA, which is their dream. But then for these G League coaches, you get a new guy coming in. You really don't know the scouting report on the new guy. But obviously, I'm sure he's got to be super happy with the guys that he got. He's made such a big impact.
There's a new guy coming into a team. There's a nice steal by Vital with Demers. The beat, he rams it home. How long does it take you to get settled into a new team mid-season, learning the playbook, learning the guys?
Well, it does take some time. You got to learn the playbook. Like you said, get used to where the guys like to play, how they play. If you're a point guard, where they like the ball at. In this situation, he's literally coming in for one game, and then this is it for today anyway. So, I think the way he's handled it has done a good job. He came in, made a huge impact right away, just played aggressive. Wasn't one of those guys that's trying to force anything, just playing with the flow.
So we've talked about the subtractions that Maine has had to deal with. Well, the same for RGV. They're minus Anthony Lamb, who was on a two-way with Houston last year. They're minus Fiondu Kabengele, a former first-round pick. They're minus Tyler Bay, who was on a two-way with Dallas Mavericks. So this isn't a team at full strength either.
Yeah, they have to make adjustments, and they are battling a very good team right now. As you can see, it's a one-point lead, and the Vipers are up.
Vipers start off this season 8-0 before losing 3 straight, then won their last one heading into Vegas. Step back doesn't go for Vital. Here's Clemens. It's an offensive foul. Kind of lowered the shoulder there.
Yeah, he definitely made a good move right there. Clemens is a strong guard, has a running back type of body right there. He hits him with the shoulder lean. And Smith Jr. didn't really fall back that far. I'm not sure if I would have called an offensive foul there.
Well, Clemens just got hit with a tee afterwards as well. So it'll be $50 out of his pocket.
Even though I have a great rapport with the referees, I got to hit with a couple of tees on my day too.
Are there any tees you're still stewing about? The bad call that the boo should have gotten to the line?
Kevin, I'll be honest, I probably earned all my texts, man.
Oh, man. The technical free throw is good. Monty ever tee you up?
I have to go back and watch the tape. Me and Monty got a pretty good relationship. Monty was he's a great referee. First of all, he was very technical, and he's the kind of guy that you can talk to, and he would talk back to you and give you advice. So Monty's a very relatable guy. He played back in the day, and a really good referee.
Head of referee development, Monty McCutcheon, joining us at halftime as Dacian Nix missing there. Kenny Wooten lost the rebound, stays with Smith. Pinballing down low, and Clemens comes away with it. A little escape dribble triple doesn't work for Demers. Tripp, a wide open three. Tripp the steal. 3-on-2.
Good job right there by Nix, is protecting the basket. As Vital. Ooh, good job by Demers right there with a good block.
Yeah. Defended well, now in transition. We've been going up and down. Another escape dribble three. Clemens sinks it this time.
Great shot right there by Clemens, gives Maine the 1-point lead. Very fundamentally sound with a strong pump fake and inception to a rhythm jump shot.
Clemens now just 5 of 17, 3 of 10 from downtown, leading the Celtics with 17 points. Maine 8-0 when leading at half this year. They led by 1 at the break today as Trey Mitchell gives the Vipers the lead right back.
Yeah, they're going back and forth. Guys are settling in now, and you can see their game starting to blossom.
Page, catch and shoot.
Listen, he got going right there at the end of the half, and he's keeping it going here in the third quarter as he gives his team a 2-point lead.
He started 2 for 10, but Page 3 of his last 4. Nice take inside by Dacian Nix.
Yeah, Nix with the screen right there and slipped to the basket. Strong finish.
Mahmoud Abdul Fattah saying Nix has really matured this year. He's learning how to run an offense. Now his second year as a pro, doing a nice job on a two-way with the Houston Rockets. Wooten. Nice look inside to Tripp.
Yeah, good job right there by Wooten, staying patient, letting his teammates kind of cut to the basket with a good pass right there.
So Jahlil Tripp, he's working his way towards a double-double, 9 points and 8 rebounds.
Yeah, being real aggressive, real active as well, and that's what we love to see. We love to see guys that are attentive out there, active, and showing energy.
Foster just has that one lip off. Clemens, nice crossover, strong take, no whistle. Vital dribbling into a three, finally gets one to go. He was 2 for 17 before that, and 0 for 7 from downtown before hitting that three. And head coach Darrell Christian of Maine needs to stop the action as the Vipers reclaim the lead on this transition triple from Christian Vital out of UConn. Well, back and forth we go here in the third quarter. 8 lead changes, 4 ties, and right now it's the Vipers with a 1-point lead as we played a little more than 4.5 minutes of the third quarter. Kevin Dana, Carlos Boozer, KJ Smith with you. Carlos, what have you seen from these teams in the start of the second half?
Doing a good job of selling in, man. They're scrappy, but they're knocking down shots now. So their skill set is taking over. They're doing a good job of using each other again. The one-on-one is kind of faded away, and now they're trying to win the basketball game. So fun to watch.
Tripp will throw it in. It's Tripp, Clemens alongside Page, Demers, and Wooten for Maine. The Vipers, Foster alongside Jamon Ivey, Trey Mitchell, Daisha Nixon, Marvin Smith Jr. Good ball movement there. Caught it high, kept it high. Demers can't finish, though.
I like the ball movement, though. They found the shooter in the corner. He missed a really good shot.
Yeah, good little swing action there from the Celtics. Nix trying to skip that one, and it's stolen by Page. Jay-Sean the other way with the left hand through 2 defenders. No, but there's Jahlil Tripp, a whistle before the shot. And it's going to be a foul on Chris Clemens, I believe.
I don't know if I've seen that one. I don't know if our cameraman caught that one. I didn't see that foul.
We were kind of blocked from the view there. Too many bodies in front of Clemens. Nix on Page. Got himself kind of stuck there. Eleven turnovers for the Vipers. There's Clemens with the left hand falling to the floor. He's got to be feeling like the world's against him right now.
Yeah, a little bit, but he's a competitor, man. He's going to get back out there and keep going.
Smith open 3. What can a guy like Chris Clemens do, who's played in the NBA, but who is 5'9", showed to NBA execs that he can get back to the next level?
Yeah, I mean, I played with a guy in Chicago, Nate Robinson, who was amazing.
Oh, yeah.
You know, can score the ball from anywhere, was literally like a microwave coming off the bench for us, but also played great defense, never backed down. You know, he comes from a football background. His father was one of the best running backs in college football history, so he had that same grit as Nate also played football. So a guy like Clemens can shoot the ball, can run a team, can come off the bench for somebody and give them a boost of energy, and that's what Nate did for us.
And like Chris Clemens, Nate Robinson, a big-time high flyer, slam dunk champ.
3 times slam dunk champ, yeah.
Crazy. He also played in the G League for a little bit with the Delaware 87ers a few years ago. Nice drive and finish by Jason Page. Jason Nix. Ooh, the finger roll with the left.
Yeah, I like that. Way to use his body, get the defender off him, and then a little jelly right there in the basket. Very good move.
Jason Nix now with 13 points and 9 rebounds. Page right back at you.
And that's something I love about these guards. They're rebounding guards. You know, Nix has 9 rebounds here early in the third quarter, looking like he's on the brink of a double-double. So I love the guards that don't mind going out there and getting their nose dirty a little bit.
You don't mind that they might take a couple of rebounds away from you?
Oh, I'm going to get mine. Don't worry. I'm going to get mine. But I like being able to go out there and know my teammates got my back.
And Carlos Boozer, a guy who averaged a double-double for quite a few years in the NBA.
It's just awesome to see the evolution of the game where you're seeing guys that can do multiple things. And as if I'm a scout or if I'm a head coach or if I'm a GM, I like a guy that can do multiple things to help my team win. Not just scoring, but can score, can rebound, can defend, can assist, can set up his teammates, be a playmaker. That's how the game has evolved. All these guys can do multiple things well, so our game is in good hands.
Khalil Whitney with the 2-point free throw, rimming out, offensive rebound, and he was fouled by Pippen. That was Smith with the carom corral there. And what was the key for you, your rebounding prowess in the NBA?
I mean, I came into a league where in the first week of the NBA, or any given week, I would see, you know, Karl Malone, and I would see Rasheed Wallace, and I would see Chris Webber, I would see Dirk Nowitzki, I would see Tim Duncan, I would see Kevin Garnett. That's the league I came into. The power forward was a phenomenal position. And, you know, my thing was just being in the best shape I could be in, use my physicality. I was one of the stronger guys in the league, and I may not be one of the tallest guys, but I was relentless on the glass, and I had to be just to compete.
And really, a lot of the best rebounders in NBA history, when you think about them, they aren't the 7-footers necessarily. You think, obviously, Carlos Boozer, but Charles Barkley, 6'4", 6'5", Draymond Green.
Yeah, for me, in my 13 years in the NBA, to me, the best rebounder that I played against was Ben Wallace.
Yeah.
You know, Ben Wallace is about 6'9", undersized center, and was just a dominant player for the Detroit Pistons, blocking shots. I think he was also 4-time Defensive Player of the Year, and obviously that fear of the fro in Detroit was a big deal. Man. So, to your point, a lot of it's just, you know, rebounding is all effort, in my opinion. And Ben Wallace, when I played, was one of the best rebounders in the game.
So look at the offensive foul on Gist. Just kind of use that off arm here on Cameron. You can get away with a little shove, but that wasn't too much contact, but the arm was extended.
Yeah, anytime you extend that arm, the referees, as you heard Monty McCutcheon, they're going to enforce the rules, and that right there was kind of blatant. As you see Smith knock down the 3 from the outside.
Marvin Smith Jr., a 39% three-point shooter, as the Vipers up by 6. A couple of undermanned teams due to call-ups and injuries. Jason Page on the pull-up, no. It's Station Nix striping a triple.
Got a sweet shot, man. I'm telling you, he's one of these guys that can come down and heat up quickly. Does a really good job of finding his teammates, but as you can see here, he can score the ball too.
10 straight for the Vipers in the last $120. Nix 2 for 3 from downtown. Pippen an open 3. Danny Pippen too strong. The Vipers trying to create some separation here. Skipped and saved in by Tripp, but it goes right to Smith. Iron unkind.
Let's see if the Vipers go on a little bit of a run here, as they had the lead early in this game, but the Vipers have been tearing it up since the end of the second quarter.
10 straight for RGV, up by 9, and a foul there, taking us to a commercial. Well, it's been back and forth in this one, but the Vipers maybe, just maybe, trying to break away here, latter stages, third quarter against the Celtics. Daishen Nix having himself a game. Yes, 6 turnovers, but also 16 points, 9 rebounds, 3 assists, making things happen, and a team high plus 12, Carlos.
Yeah, doing a great job, just being real aggressive, doing a phenomenal job of leading his team, setting his guys up, but he is getting buckets. He's showing his presence on the rebounding glass as well to get more possessions for his team. And now his team is up by 9 points. So shout out to Daishen Nix for coming out and being real aggressive. And he's young, guys. He has a huge bright future in front of him. Doing a great job tonight.
Turns 20 in February. He's from Fairbanks. Carlos, you went to high school in Juneau. Mario Chalmers from Alaska. Trajan Langdon, the Alaskan assassin. Ruthie Hebert on the women's side, a very good player. What is the Alaskan basketball scene like?
It's awesome, I'll be honest, man. We got some really good players up there, some really good teams up there, really good high school coaches. I mean, hockey's probably the #1 sport in the state just because of the climate, but there's some really good basketball programs, man. I was very fortunate to play for George Houston at June Douglas High School, and he did a great job with me. And there's some great high school teams up there. And these guys, if you think about Mario Chalmers and Trajan Langdon and obviously Nix, there's some really good players coming out of the state of Alaska.
Offensive rebound, the putback, and one for Jahlil Tripp.
Second personal, number 15.
Strong inside. Tripp had 5 points, 5 rebounds, a couple of steals in his first game with the Maine Celtics. That happened against Motor City, one of those replacement players who was waived in training camp by the Memphis Hustle, who he played with last year in the G League bubble, where he averaged almost 7 points and more than 4 rebounds.
Oh! Trying to get out on the fast break, but everybody was hitting the corners, hitting the wings to get out, so just misplaced the pass right there.
So, an elongated possession here for the Maine Celtics.
But an opportunity here. Maybe they can finish off strong and cut this lead down and get back in this ball game in a way where they can have a good fourth quarter.
Page gets free for a 3, but defended well by Cameron. Nix off the curl. Khalil Whitney. Daly the other way. Tripp on another follow.
Good job with the follow right there as they cut the lead down. 5-point game.
Jahlil Tripp having himself a ball game. He has a double-double with 11 and make it 13 and 10. And only 8 available bodies for the Celtics. Gets down to Iona. Little follow away in the lane.
And Kev, they're making a run right here. They're playing good defense. They're rebounding. You mentioned Tripp with the double-double. Guys are coming in, they're short-handed over there, but they're getting opportunities and they're making the most of it.
Gets 7 points, 5 assists. A guy who's another one of those replacement players. Played for Rick Pitino and Iona. Also played for Bobby Hurley in high school. Bob Hurley, I should say, is offensive rebound. Pippen going up. And they'll get to the line. This is 6 straight for Maine. A chance to make it an 8-0 run with a 2-point free throw here.
Yeah, man, hat off to them. They're scrapping right now. They're not letting go of the rope and the tug of war right now. They're rebounding the basketball. They're communicating on defense. They're hitting the glass. And they're at the free throw line.
Pippen played at Kent State, finished up last year, 5 years with the Golden Flashes. And last year he was 3rd in the MAC in scoring, rebounding, and blocks. Also led the conference with 9 double-doubles. Getting his boozer on in the MAC.
Yeah, doing good, man. Got good size on him. I could definitely see him being one of the guys that these scouts are looking to come in and help an NBA team out. You know, good size, good strong, protects the rim, rebounds. As we come down to the stretch here in the 3rd quarter.
Pippen with 8 rebounds in this game. And it's 8 straight for the Celtics. Just 3 points in the last 3.5 minutes for RGV. And that'll be a foul on RGV. Excuse me, on Maine, I should say.
Celtic foul number 11. Jahlil Tripp.
That'll be on Tripp.
Personal first team foul inside 2 minutes.
Knicks reverse. No. About a 6-second difference here for the Celtics. Just throwing it up. Gets fouled.
Yeah, good job right there. Attacking the paint right there. Just gets his defender up in the air and uses the body contact to get to the free throw line.
Sante, the MAAC tournament MVP at Iona last year. Got them to the NCAA tournament.
Asante just shoots 1 for 2.
24 years old. Played 2 games with the Celtics. Was drafted in the 3rd round by Westchester before getting waived in training camp. Offensive rebound, Tripp. Shot clock off for the Celtics. They can go in front heading into the 4th. Knicks the steal. Vital to beat the buzzer.
Oh! Did it count?
They're going to take a look. That was close.
Yeah, that was pretty close, man. That's probably as close as it gets right there. I got to see this replay, but great job sticking with the play. Knicks pushes up to Vital. Vital got it off. Let's see if he beat the clock.
I don't think so.
I think it's in his hands just barely.
Well, they'll take a look at it. Right now, they put the 3 points on the board. So as it is, 79-75. We're getting another look right here. Vital, the backboard lit up, still in his hand. They will most likely wipe those 3 points off the board. But a good effort there.
Great effort. Great effort.
So we figure it'll be a 1-point game going into the 4th. Very close, but it did appear to be on his fingertips. You see the backboard's lit up. Certainly still looks like he's got it in his right hand. And, Carlos, when you're having a day where you're 4 of 19, 2 of 9 from 3, and you get a 3 wiped off like that, that's got to be frustrating.
It is, but the good thing about it is I feel great going into the 4th quarter knowing that one shot might get me going. But the referees did a good job. They reviewed it. No basket.
So 76-75, they'll wipe those 3 points off the board.
Shot no good at the buzzer. Final score after 3.
So 76-75, RGV not leading by 4, but by 1. Vital did have a dunk earlier, as we got a good one going into the 4th. All right, 4th quarter about to begin. It Promises to be a good one down the stretch. What's going to be the key for both teams looking to finish this one out, Booze?
I'm going to put my keys and my notes on defense, man. Whoever can get the most stops and make it difficult for the other team to score will get the victory.
Celtics trailing by 1 with the rock in the hands of Jahlil Tripp, who has a double-double, 13 and 11 points and rebounds. To the hoop with the left, defended well. And that's a shot clock violation.
Good job right there by the Vipers, man, making it tough for Maine right there to get a basket. Tripp definitely having a great game, being real active, but hats off right there to the Vipers of getting their first stop of the fourth quarter.
So it's Smith, Nix, Vital, Foster, and Mitchell for RGV. Clemens, Wooten, alongside Tripp, Gist, and Daly for Maine. Into the corner for Foster, that's short. Good battle for the board, cleared by Clemens. Using the pick into the corner, it's Daly on a catch and shoot three, doesn't go. Nice rebound, Woot on the follow. It's one he'd like back, and we have a jump ball.
I like Vital right there, going up there with Wooten, going up with the trees and battling them out right there. You see the ball going up on the rim. Wooten did a good job of sticking with it, but the small guy, Vital, is the one who comes up with it.
He figures to be at the size disadvantage here going up against Wooten, who certainly has a big-time vertical edge as well. And Vital was trying to not take the jump. He was hoping Trey Mitchell or someone else would.
But I like that as a scout. I love seeing a guy that's unafraid, and Vital has that in him, that unafraid mentality. Don't mind going up there with the trees and compete.
Looked like he touched the ball there on the tip too, but it goes to Maine, and we got a foul on the Vipers. That'll go on Cameron. His fourth. 11 points off the bench after finding out a few hours ago that he was going to play for RGV.
I just love his availability, being ready, you know, taking advantage of his opportunity. The guy just woke up this morning, got a phone call to come play in the G League showcase, and he showed out tonight.
It's a blocking foul on Cameron. That's his fifth now.
Viper foul number 14, Ryan Cameron. That is his sixth.
Here it is again.
Yeah, just kind of got in a tough situation. Bad position right there, but he's playing really well, man, so I take my hat off to him.
Just will throw it in. Clemens gets free, puts it up, way strong. Still looking for our first points of the fourth quarter. Whitney. Foster taking it to the 10. We're going to have another jump ball that Wooten's involved in.
Listen, I love how the referees are allowing these players to decide the game. If it's a one-point game, they're going after it. They're competing. This is the kind of basketball I like to watch.
More enjoyable to play in a game like this?
Yeah, because, you know, at the end of the day, they're not going to give any ticky-tack fouls away. They're letting the men be men out there, and I'm sure the players can appreciate that too.
So Wooten v. Foster this time, and Wooten wins the tap again. 2 minutes gone by fourth quarter. Clemens, the head fake. Good defense by Mitchell.
Very good defense by Mitchell. I was about to say the same thing.
Asante Gist on the drive, no. Foster in transition, off the glass and down.
Good job running the court hard right there. Got rewarded again, and nice finish off the glass. Foster having a hell of a game.
14 and 9, also 5 assists. Clemens stepping back. Planks that one. Whitney fighting for the board, and we're going to have a loose ball foul on Khalil Whitney.
I think he might have got hit in the face right there, too.
Yeah.
Hope he's okay.
Might have gotten poked in the eye or something. That's never fun.
Let's see if we can see it right here, Kev. Shot goes up. Ooh, yeah, he got a couple of heads to the face right there. Good to see him walk it off right there. We see him going back to the bench.
The lead is 3 for RGV. 9:11 to go fourth quarter.
Previous play is under review.
They're going to take a look at this last play. Now, when you saw that, Booze, did you think potential flagrant foul there?
I did not. I thought it was incidental. I don't think it was nothing on purpose. I didn't think it was anything intentional.
The officials are going to take a look at it. Again, our officials, Claire Aubrey, Matt Rafferty, and Christine Esparza. We got a couple of angles for you. Here's the first one.
Yeah, it looked right there like they were just going after the rebound and maybe kind of got tangled up, and he was, unfortunately, he got the bad end of it.
Yeah, certainly nothing nefarious from Khalil Whitney, just fighting for the loose ball and the rebound. Another look.
Do we know what the rule book says? What an intentional kind of, like, what's the rule book say by the letter?
Well, it doesn't necessarily need to be intentional. It's just if the contact warrants a flagrant, it could be a flagrant one.
Okay.
It would fall under excessive contact.
Okay. I feel like I had a lot of excessive contact when I played in the NBA.
You pick up some flagrants in your day?
Probably, yeah. I mean, I don't remember off the top of my head, but it was a more physical brand of basketball than what's played today.
And so they've seen it, and it looks like it's just going to be a common foul.
Okay.
And that appeared to be the right call.
Yeah, they were just competing for that rebound and incidental contact, nothing malicious at all.
Clemens will throw it in. His team trailing by 3. See if Clemens can get it rolling again. 5 of 21 for Clemens. I want to post up Page. So mid-range Jimmy. No, almost a putback jam for Wooten. You see his athleticism on display, and he draws the foul.
Yeah, I really like his activity, man. Going after the rebound like that, almost came up with a spectacular play.
His first personal. 4th team foul.
Really nice stuff there from Wooten, who in an NCAA tournament game had 11 points, 8 rebounds, and 7 blocks. Helped lead Oregon to the Sweet 16. 2 years as a Duck for Wooten. Steal for Vital. Drops it back. Smith flying in, lays it home.
Great job right there. Defense again, creating offense for this Vipers team. Vital with a great drop off as Smith ran the floor hard with a good finish.
Clemens, a dribbling display, taking on Vital, banks it home.
Nice finish right there. I told you guys before the game started, he's a guy that get buckets in bunches, and right there you see why.
They're going to need some more from Clemens, who's up to 19. Trey Mitchell, a catch and shoot 3. Page off the Euro, blocked from behind by Mitchell.
Mitchell, great job running the court there and not giving up on the play and gets the block.
Whitney, corner 3 off target. End to end we go, Gist pushing. Clemens, wide open 3. Tie game.
We got a tie ball game. As you see, Maine goes with 4 guards out there with their center out there. They're picking the pace up, doing a good job, and they're back in the ball game with 7.5 to go.
Clemens 5'9", Gist 5'10", Jayshawn Page 6'2" as Christian Vital hits his 3rd three of the game. Actually his 2nd.
This is the definition of small ball right here.
Yeah, oh yeah. Gist off the screen. You look in your chops, Booze, see some small guys get out there,
I think
bang bodies down low.
I would love to get out there right now and see if I still got some post moves on these guys. But I tell you what, man, I like it. They're giving their best players out there. These guys can all score and get buckets. They got Wooten out there, who's their high riser and rim protector. So, you know, down by 3, and they're doing a good job of switching everything on the court.
Well, that'll take us to our under 7 mandatory. Mitchell will get a 2-point free throw on the other side. Vipers leading this nip and tuck game by 3. It's all or nothing at the NBA G League Winners Showcase, a single elimination tournament in front of NBA scouts for a chance at an NBA call-up. Showcase coverage continues. Check gleague.nba.com or download the G League app for schedules, scores, and more. Kevin Dana, Carlos Boozer with you, KJ Smith on sidelines. And Carlos, what do you think about this format? I know the NBA is kind of using this as an experimental ground. The WNBA has the Commissioner's Cup. The G League as a showcase cup. Might we see something like this in the NBA in the next few years?
Possibly, man. I mean, obviously, these guys are doing a great job with our game. Adam Silver's doing a phenomenal job. Sharif Abdul-Rahim, who we talked to yesterday, was the president of the G League. They're all working together to make our game better and advance this. So I could definitely see some of this go on as we move forward. You know, they're doing a great job of also taking our game globally. There's some teams in the G League that are in Mexico City. And, you know, we see a lot of guys, a lot of teams in the NBA. As we see the 3 go up right there. Ooh! Great play right there coming out at the timeout. The ATO was run perfectly. As you see, we have a 2-point ball game after Demers makes that 3. But what I was going to say was you see the NBA always going overseas for the preseason and taking our game more global. So very excited to see where the game is going.
Trey Mitchell can't answer back. Demers the rebound and a chance to tie or take the lead for Maine. Page taking on 2. Nice rebound. Foster, the outlet to Dacian Nix, blocked by Demers.
Great job by Demers, not giving up on the play and getting that block right there. Ooh.
Clemens behind the back, off the bounce, it's pretty.
Yeah, nice behind the back. Double behind the back, I think, actually, for the pull-up jump shot.
Clemens with 24 now. He's starting to heat up a little bit. Hit his last 3 shots. Foster contested 3 is good.
Big shot right there as we see Maine making a run right here. That's a big shot for the Vipers.
Under 5.5 to play. We get to OT. It's 2-minute overtimes in the G League. The final game of the showcase for both of these teams, which lost in the Cup quarters. We can tell you that Oklahoma City has moved on to the showcase finals, defeating Motor City by 2. Clemens trying to rock his defender to sleep. Trey Mitchell. 6 to work with for Dacian Nix. Trying the step back. Tripp all over him. Good defense by Tripp. Here's Clemens now on the attack. Blocked by Mitchell.
Mitchell out here doing a great job defensively, getting a lot of deflections and blocks and steals.
Well, Carlos, we might have some small ball out here, but we've seen some really good rim protection both ways.
We have, man. These guys are doing a great job of protecting the basket, playing good one-on-one defense. If I'm a scout, I love seeing that.
Under 4.5 to play. Mitchell to beat the buzzer. I'm not sure they were even aware of where the shot clock was. 4 minutes to go now. Page is fouled. And that'll be the 15th foul on RGV, so a 2-point free throw coming up.
Yeah, good job right there, just attacking for Page. You know, one of the best scorers we have in the G League after coming off that 39-point game, has worked himself into this one and doing a great job for his team as he steps up to the line.
Half of their team are replacement players, so Jahlil Page and Chris Clemens have combined to take 49 of the 87 shots, and it really has been on their shoulders this afternoon.
Absolutely, a lot of basketball played this week, man, and they've had to step up majorly for the team. They're going to take some shots that are a little tough, what have you, but they got to do that, and they're in the game right now. The 1-point ball game after that free throw.
Nix, high off the glass. No, the putback follow there for Foster.
I feel like we've been seeing Foster all over the offensive glass and getting tip dunks all game long.
A double-double for Foster, 17 and 11. And Jahlil Page answers right back.
Jahlil comes right back, gets a bucket. He's up to 21 so far.
Well, nice in and out from Nix, then got himself caught underneath. It will stay with the Snakes. How about Marcus Foster flying in for the putback?
Yeah, he's been doing this all game long, attacking the glass. You see him there, two-handed dunk right there. Good drive by Nix. Good finish.
Dacian Nix just got teed up. So Clemens with a free throw for a chance to tie. And Clemens sinks it.
Tie ball game.
90 apiece, 3:29 to go. We are in crunch time. Welcome to the nitty-gritty.
Yeah, 90-90, 3.5 left to go in this game. Who wants it more?
Foster wants it. A little short there. Run out for Tripp. Oh, he lost it. Gets it back. Maine fortunate to keep possession. I mean, at this point, if you're Maine, you're riding 3 and 5, Clemens and Page, right?
Yeah, all day long. And I try to find Demers if I can get him open for a jump shot.
Page gets the inbound, fakes the 3. Probing the defense, no. Wooten there, that'll be a loose ball foul on Kenny Wooten. You were mentioning it, Carlos, during one of the breaks. Been a defensive struggle this half. It was 55-54 Maine at the break. And so it's 36-35 this half in favor of RGV. Low scoring second half.
Yeah, I mean, these two teams have done a good job of playing defense.
We'll take the break, come back with the rest of regulation. Get your popcorn ready. 90 apiece between Maine and RGV. LaMarcus Foster has been everywhere on the court for RGV. You saw him with the layup. How about the corner threes? 3 of 7 from downtown, and a double-double with 19 points and 12 rebounds.
Yeah, Kevin, he's been active from the very tip of the game. He's got 19, 12, also has 5 assists. Just a very good teammate, going after every glass, not giving up on any play, showing these guys out there how to get it done by his actions, and that's something I can appreciate.
5 assists. Now about this, Carlos, 0 turnovers.
I love that. I love that, too. He takes care of the ball.
22 assists against 13 turnovers as a team for the Vipers as they go inside to Mitchell. A 21-10 against Texas to secure a spot in the showcase quarters. Nice feed to Foster there, who's got a 21-12 game now.
Great job right there. Didn't run a play for him. He just moved well without the ball. Got rewarded. Nice layup right there.
Clemens now. Sizing up Foster. Pull up from 17 is good.
Great job right there by Clemens, man. Getting his defender off kilter right there for the pull-up jump shot.
52 the 90 shot attempts now for Maine, taken by Page and Clemens. Tie game. Mitchell fouled. Are they going to count the bucket? Yes. Goaltending call.
That was a hell of a move by Mitchell. I'm not sure if it's a goaltend. I feel like he got it on the way up, but I'm sure we'll get the replay to check it out.
All right, here it is. You be the judge.
Good drive. I think it was on the way up. I got to see if it was over the cylinder or not. I thought it was a clean block.
Tough one there.
And the foul number 11, Jahlil Tripp. That's his 5th and the team's 3rd.
They count the bucket, and Mitchell with a 1-point free throw.
So good job by Mitchell, though, coming off that curl, attacking the glass, and getting the and one, putting his team up by 3.
Second double-double in the last 3 games for Trey Mitchell. A lob for Wooten. Oh, met at the summit by Nixon, a foul.
Great play right there out the free throw right there. Threw it up. And Nix, unafraid, goes right there and checks him at the rim. Put him on the free throw line.
Here's another look.
That's a good foul. I'd rather foul him right there, put him on the line, and give him an easy 2.
Wooten not known for his free throw shooting, just 5 of 10 from the stripe this season. 58% from the line 2 years ago with Westchester. And doesn't get the friendly roll there. Good foul indeed by Dacian Nix. Rumbling through the lane like a running back, kicks it out. Vital splashes it down, and the Snakes lead by 6.
Man, I love that play, man. Got in there with the trees. Nix gets the rebound, pushes it up, gets all the way to the front of the rim, draws all the defenders, and then kicks it out to Vital for a big-time 3.
Clemens trying to answer back, and he does, and he says that's a foul. He won't get the whistle, but the Celtics within 4.
Yeah, they score quickly. You know, Clemens with 29 points right now, trying to get his team back in it.
Foster driving, fouled by Tripp. I like the intensity in this one.
They're going after it, man. They're competing out here, which we love to see. Oh, did Tripp foul out?
Jahlil Tripp has 6.
Aggressive drive right there. Tripp just came over a little bit late. Had a hell of a game. We'll have to watch the last minute and 29 seconds.
Let's take a look at the rest of the slate for today. The Fort Wayne Mad Ants and Wisconsin Herd. The other 2 losers in the quarterfinal round will meet at 6 Eastern on NBAGleague.com. Followed by the Salt Lake City Stars and the Cleveland Charge. And wrapping up the night, the Westchester Knicks and the Ciudad de Mexico Capitanes at 12:30 Eastern on NBA TV. It looks like Maine is challenging this.
Oh, they could do. Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
That's great.
Would you have liked that when you were playing?
I do think it's a foul. But I don't mind that the coach at the end of the game right now, we've got 90 seconds left in the game. Get a check to see if it's a foul or not. But I feel like the contact was there. Ooh, maybe it wasn't there.
He missed him.
Maybe it wasn't. This is a good challenge. Let's see what the referees think.
Yeah, on that angle, it looked like he didn't make contact. I don't think
this is a good challenge. Maybe Tripp can get back on the floor.
I think Foster just lost the basketball. Yeah, you see it kind of just coming out of his hands.
This might get overturned, guys, which would be big for Maine, for the Celtics, because Tripp has been one of their best players today with a big double-double and doing a good job of helping his teammates.
Carlos, what do you think of the idea of a coach's challenge? It started in the G League about 7 years ago, and then a couple years back, they instituted it in the NBA.
I love it in the NBA. I like it mainly in the last 2 minutes, just so the calls are the correct ones. You know, you hate to go into a playoff situation where teams are about to advance, and there's no chance for the referees to get the call correct. So I like it in the last maybe 4 or 5 minutes of the fourth quarter, just to make sure every call is correct.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like this could very well get overturned.
I think it will be. I don't see the contact up top. I don't see the contact down low. I feel like it was one of those calls in the blink of an eye where you felt like he got fouled because he lost the ball, but having second, third, and fourth look at it, I think the call may get overturned.
If it does get overturned, it would likely be a jump ball, because at the time of the whistle, there was no clear possession. It landed in the lap of a Maine Celtic after the whistle was blown. But we'll see. Our officials have seen enough. They are discussing it amongst themselves. This is a big review. Claire Aubrey will give the word to the scorer's table. And they're going to say no foul. Call's been overturned. Great challenge by Jarrell Christian.
Great challenge, and also great job by the referees being able to go there, be objective, and see what was going on, and make the right call so these players can decide who wins this game.
So the Celtics get that timeout back that they used to challenge the call. Now we have a jump ball at midcourt. Any two can jump it. So Wooten will go up against Foster.
Jump ball.
And you'd have to think advantage Maine here with Wooten's ups.
Yeah, Wooten is a high riser, as we talked about. You can see him catching lobs all day and blocking shots. I would definitely vote in his favor. But Foster got some bangs today, too, so we'll see what happens.
Oh, Wooten right to Knicks.
Way to steal the tip.
Misses the layup, the follow for Smith.
Marvin Smith.
Lead up to 6 points now for the Vipers.
Under a minute 20. Clemens going to work, kicks it out. Extra pass to Mers, a look at a three. Offensive rebound, followed by Tripp.
Got a 4-point game. That was a good look right there by their best shooter. Tripp doing another great job on the glass. Offensive rebound put back.
Celtics can still play this straight up. Smith on the drive, lost it, and a foul. And, well, a minute ago we thought Jahlil Tripp had fouled out. Now he certainly has fouled out.
Yeah, I heard that from over here. He's definitely out of the game now, but made a huge impact, got that offensive rebound put back right there, so great job by him.
Jahlil Tripp will finish with 15 points and 13 rebounds, in addition to those 6 fouls.
18, Asante Gist into the game for the Celtics.
So Asante Gist will come in for Jahlil Tripp.
Under 2 minutes in regulation, Marvin Smith shoots 2.
So now that we're inside 2 minutes, it's back to the normal free throw rule that the NBA has. 1 free throw for 1 point. This is a 2-shot foul. He gets 2 free throws. Smith, a nice game.
Yeah, Smith done a good job of being aggressive, staying with it. As you see right there, hit a big free throw earlier. This is still a 2-possession game. There's time on the clock for Maine to make something happen here.
Clemens attacking. Flips it up and gets fouled. RGV was asking for a jump ball. They'll get 2 free throws for Chris Clemens instead.
Yeah, real aggressive right there. One of the better one-on-one players we have in the game. Drive to the basket, get some contact. Not a jump ball if he shoots the ball into the air.
So Clemens to the line where he is on the season coming in 13 for 13, 3 for 3 today. So a perfect 16 of 16 from the stripe this year. And Maine needs both of them.
He has an interesting free throw where he stands to the right of the nail on the free throw line.
That.
And to your point, he's 100% doing a good job. I don't want to jinx him, but he has an interesting stroke from there, from the right side of the free throw line.
I haven't seen that before. There was Nick Van Exel who shot it from like 17 feet. I think this is the first time I've seen someone to the right of the middle of the line. Listen,
I mean, to each their own, whatever works for you.
Yeah.
Back in the day, Rick Barry shot an underhanded. He shot 90% for it. So if that works for Clemens, he made both of them.
And his son, Rick Barry's son, Canyon Barry, plays in the G League, has the same free throw form. And he also, last year, was 100% from the foul line.
One possession game here for the Vipers.
Nix blocked by Wooten. A chance for Maine to get out and run. Page. Clemens.
Find your shooter.
It's Page for the tie, no good. And now Maine has the foul. Doing a good job of playing keep away, and Smith gets a dunk to more or less put this one to bed. Still time, but that's a big dagger there from the Vipers.
Yeah, absolutely. I thought they had a chance to swing it one more time to Demers on that wing over there, as I felt like he was by himself, but as you see right here, the draw on the kick, Clemens pump fake, swings it. If you look at Demers on the other side, he's kind of by himself. Good look right there by Page. He's definitely hit that shot before, but good job by the Vipers of coming up with the rebound and then getting the deuce to make it a 2-possession game now with 11 seconds to go.
Good closeouts there from the Vipers defense. Didn't let Clemens get the look from the corner. Credit Trey Mitchell there. Forced an extra pass, and Page couldn't put it home. So now with 11 seconds left, Carlos, you're down 5. You going for a quick 2 or you going for the 3?
Yeah, I'm going with the best available basket. If I have an open shot, I'm taking it no matter where it is on the court. Try to do a quick trap when the ball comes out of bounds, get a steal possibly. If not, play the foul game.
Page will insert. Demers coming off his screen. They set up Page. Contested corner 3 doesn't go. RGV the rebound. Foul is called. And Maine is upset. They think that Mitchell didn't reestablish position before getting the rebound.
Yeah, it was very close, man. It was a good drawn-up play. Mitchell got out there, got a great contest on Page's corner jump shot. Fell out of bounds. The rebound came right back to Mitchell. Let's see if he established himself as he got back up. You see the contest right there. Great job. Ball comes right back to him. Very close. Very close.
So this one, now a 6-point game, essentially over. Trey Mitchell will get the Vipers to 10-4 for the Showcase Cup portion of their schedule. The records will now reset for both of these teams as the G League begins a 36-game regular season at the conclusion of the Showcase timeout Maine.
Yeah, good job by the Vipers, man. I'll be honest with you, the Maine Celtics came out and was up big early in this game. I think up by 10, maybe 11. And then the Vipers just clawed their way back into it starting in the second quarter. And now that you find themselves up with a big victory for them.
Celtics led by 10. Vipers have led by as many as 9. And it looks like Maine will lose for the first time when having a halftime lead this year. It would make them 8-1. And we just got a note from Evans Boston, the great Maine PR director. This will be the 18th straight loss for Maine against RGV.
Really?
And
so RGV has dominated the head-to-head.
I wouldn't have guessed that because Maine has had some pretty good teams over the years. Right before the COVID shutdown, they were 28-14. They've had the #1 overall seed in the Eastern Conference when they had a 35-win season in a 50-game slate. That's a really shocking number to me.
So kudos to the Vipers, man, doing a good job in this one right here, sticking with it and coming away with the victory.
Final score, Vipers 105, Celtics 98.
So your final score, 105-98. The Vipers end up with a showcase split, sending the Celtics to their second straight defeat here in Sin City. In just a little bit, our KJ Smith will be joined by Marcus Foster, who had a double-double, 21 points, 12 rebounds, and 6 assists. see him going through the handshake line right now. Just a big-time game from Foster. 1 of 3 Vipers to finish with a double-double. And Foster being directed over to KJ Smith. We'll be with him momentarily. The Vipers getting the 7-point win. And KJ has